There's one common trap most men fall into, and they don't even see it happening. They care too much, too soon. They believe that being ultra-attentive, loyal, and emotionally available will win her over. That if they just show how much they want her, she'll return the energy. But in reality, that strategy backfires. Women aren't drawn to men who hand them everything on a silver platter. They're drawn to men who challenge them, who maintain mystery, and who make them earn their place. Think about it. Who are the guys that women are constantly texting back, checking up on, or even chasing? It's not the overly eager ones who are always available or trying to prove themselves. It's the ones who are focused on their own path, the ones who exude confidence without needing approval. It's the men who show, without ever saying a word, I'm the one you have to impress. Dating today is a battlefield. Between social media, constant attention from strangers, and unlimited choices at the swipe of a screen, it's easy for her to move on the second she gets bored, and nothing kills attraction faster than a man who makes her his whole world. But when you flip the scenario, when she senses you're not emotionally over-investing, everything changes. When you hold back just enough, when you're not begging for her validation, she starts wondering why. And that curiosity turns into interest. That interest turns into pursuit. That's the psychology of desire. People chase what's just out of reach, and women are no different. This video is about exactly that. How to become the kind of man who doesn't chase, because he doesn't have to. The kind of man who sets the standard and makes her want to rise to meet it. So if you're tired of being overlooked or undervalued, it's time to flip the dynamic. Let's break down the 7 powerful strategies that make her chase you without ever pretending, playing games, or sacrificing your self-respect. Let's get started. Key number 1. She values what she works for. A woman does not appreciate what comes too easily. If she doesn't have to put in effort, she won't see value in it. This is how human nature works, but with women, it's even more extreme. The harder she has to work to keep a man's attention, the more she values him. If she gets it all without effort, she assumes he has no real worth. Think about luxury brands. They don't beg people to buy their products. They are expensive, exclusive, and hard to get. That's what makes people desire them. Now compare that to cheap, mass-produced items that are available everywhere. Nobody fights for them. They are seen as disposable. The same concept applies to relationships. If you are always available, always texting first, and always trying to prove your worth, she sees you as easy, and easy means low value. A woman needs to feel like she's working for a man's attention. She needs to feel like she's earning her place in his life. If you give her everything without her having to lift a finger, she loses interest. This is why women ignore more guys who are too eager, but chase the ones who don't seem too interested. It's not about playing mind games. It's about understanding how attraction works. When a man acts like he doesn't care, it forces a woman to put in effort. She starts wondering why he's not chasing her like other men do. She starts to question whether she's doing enough to get his attention. This creates emotional investment. She begins to see him as someone she needs to win over rather than someone who is just available at her convenience. The moment she starts working for your attention, she values you. The moment she feels like she has to prove herself to you, she stops taking you for granted. But the second you start chasing, the second you start overgiving, she mentally checks out. The man who can sit back and let a woman invest in him is the man who always wins. Because once she starts chasing, she doesn't stop. The chase itself becomes the addiction. Key number 2. Attention is her drug. Don't be her dealer. Women are addicted to attention. It fuels them, validates them, and gives them a sense of power. Social media has only made it worse. Every day, women receive dozens of likes, comments, and messages from men who are desperate to be noticed. These men throw attention at them like it's worthless. And guess what? Women see it that way too. The moment you start giving a woman too much attention, you become like every other guy in her inbox. You blend in with the background noise. She stops seeing you as special because to her, you're just another man feeding her addiction. But when you pull back, when you stop playing the role of her attention supplicant, that's when things change. Suddenly she notices your absence. She wonders why you're not giving her the validation she's used to getting so easily. And that curiosity is the first step toward making her chase you. Look at the men women obsess over. They are never the ones who text all day, who respond instantly, or who flood a woman with compliments. They are the ones who are unpredictable, the ones who seem like they could take it or leave it. That mystery makes them desirable. When you act like you don't care, You disrupt the pattern. You're no longer another predictable source of attention. You become a challenge. And women can't resist a challenge. It triggers something deep in their psychology. They start asking themselves, why isn't he giving me attention? Is he interested in someone else? Did I do something wrong? These questions drive her to work for your attention. She'll start messaging first, trying to be in your presence, and even testing you just to see if she can get a reaction out of you. But here's the mistake most men make. They notice the shift and then immediately start giving her everything again. The moment she shows a little interest, they flood her with attention, thinking, I finally have her where I want her. But the second they do that, she loses interest again. Why? Because she got what she wanted too easily. The chase is over. The game is won. And when there's nothing left to work for, she moves on. A high-value man understands that attention is power. He knows that giving it away carelessly lowers his value. He doesn't beg, he doesn't overtext, and he doesn't make a woman feel like she's the center of his world. Instead, he lets her wonder, lets her work, and lets her feel like she has to earn his focus. That's how you make her chase. The key is to control when and how you give attention. You don't have to ignore her completely. You just have to make sure she never feels like she owns your focus. That way, she's always craving more. Key number 3. Distance creates desire. A woman cannot desire what is always in front of her. The most available you are, the less she values you. Distance is what creates attraction. Space is what makes her think about you. The men women crave are the ones who aren't always there. The ones who don't need to be in her face 24/7. The ones she has to wonder about. Most men get it wrong because they're afraid. They think that if they take a step back, the woman will lose interest. But the truth is the opposite. When you create space, you allow a woman's mind to work in your favor. She starts to fill in the blanks. She starts to wonder where you are, what you're doing, and why you aren't chasing her like other men. This builds tension. And tension is the foundation of attraction. Think about the times you've wanted someone the most. It wasn't when they were always around, responding immediately, and giving you everything on a silver platter. It was when they were just out of reach, when they made you wonder, when they gave you just enough to keep you interested, but never so much that you felt completely secure. That's the feeling you have to create in a woman's mind. Now, this isn't about ghosting or playing childish games. It's about understanding timing. If she texts you, you don't always respond immediately. If she wants to see you, you don't drop everything for her. You move at your own pace. You keep your own life as the priority. You let her feel like your time is valuable. And if she wants it, she has to earn it. Most men suffocate attraction by being too present. They don't allow the woman to feel any sense of loss. But when you pull back, even just a little, she starts to appreciate your presence more. She starts to crave your attention because now it's rare. It's no longer something she can get whenever she wants. Look at how women behave when a man starts pulling away. They become anxious. They start reaching out. They find ways to insert themselves into his life. This is because human psychology is wired to value what is uncertain. When something is guaranteed, it's taken for granted. When something is unpredictable, it's desired. The strongest form of control in any relationship is not about dominating the other person. It's about making sure they are always slightly unsure about where they stand with you. That uncertainty is what keeps them invested. That's why men who act like they don't care have women running after them. Because they create space. They allow the woman's emotions to work against her. They let her own mind make her chase. If you want her to desire you, don't be in her face all the time. Be a presence that she notices when you're there and misses when you're not. That's how you make her value you. Key number 4. A woman wants a man she can't control. A woman may say she wants a man who listens to her, who does what she asks, and who prioritizes her above everything else. But watch her actions, not her words. Women don't chase men they can control. They chase the ones who have a mind of their own, the ones they can't easily influence, and the ones who set their own rules. The moment a woman realizes she has full control over you, she loses respect. And once respect is gone, attraction disappears right after it. She needs to feel like you are your own man, that you make decisions based on what you want, not what she expects from you. If you're always adjusting your behavior to please her, if you're always asking for her approval before you do anything, she will start to see you as weak. And women don't chase weak men. Look at the men women obsess over. They are not the ones asking, "Is this okay? Do you like me?" They are the ones who move forward regardless of her reaction. They make plans, they follow their purpose, and they don't slow down to make sure she's comfortable. That kind of certainty is what pulls a woman in. It makes her feel like she has to fight for a place in his life. And that's exactly where you want her to be. Most men hand over their power without even realizing it. They think they're being nice, thoughtful, or respectful when they let a woman lead everything, but what they're really doing is making themselves less attractive. Because the more she controls the relationship, the more she feels like she's the leader, and the moment she sees herself as the leader, she starts looking for a real man elsewhere. This is why women chase men who act like they don't care, because those men are not easily moved. They don't seek permission. They don't hesitate to do what they want, and that's what makes them powerful. That's what makes a woman feel like she has to work for their attention, not the other way around. Think about the times a woman has lost interest in you. Was it because you were too distant? Or was it because you gave her everything she wanted too easily? The answer is almost always the second one. When she knows she has you, when she knows you'll do anything for her, she doesn't see you as exciting anymore. The thrill is gone. The challenge is over. And when a woman stops feeling challenged, she stops chasing. So don't be the man who bends every time she pushes. Be the man who stands firm, who keeps his own frame, and who doesn't let her dictate his actions. The more she feels like she has to win you over, the more she'll value you. And when she values you, she won't want to let you go. Key number 5. Emotional control makes her obsessed. A man who cannot control his emotions is a man who will always be controlled by women. If you react to everything she does, if she can easily make you jealous, frustrated, or desperate, then she knows she has power over you. And the second she senses that power, she loses attraction. Women don't chase men, they can manipulate. They chase the ones they can't figure out, the ones who stay calm no matter what. Most men fail here because they think emotional expression is what bonds them with a woman. They believe that if they show her how much they care, how much they need her, she will appreciate it and love them more. But that's not how it works. Women are drawn to men who are emotionally stable, not men who crumble under pressure. She wants to feel like she can rely on you, like you are an anchor in her chaotic emotions. If you get thrown off by every little thing she does, she sees you as weak. And weakness does not make her chase you. This is why men who act like they don't care always have women running after them. It's not that they are heartless, it's that they refuse to let a woman dictate their emotions. She pulls away. He doesn't panic, she tests him with drama. He stays unshaken, she tries to make him jealous. He laughs it off. This type of control makes a woman obsessed. She will start doing more just to get a reaction out of you, because now your validation is rare, and what is rare is always valuable. Think about the men who have made women chase the hardest. They are never the ones blowing up her phone, demanding explanations, or begging for attention. They are the ones who seem unaffected, the ones who carry themselves like they could walk away at any moment without a second thought. And because they don't seek emotional reassurance from her, she starts seeking it from them. Women are emotional by nature, and they will always test men to see if they can handle it. If she cancels plans last minute, if she tries to provoke a reaction, or if she suddenly pulls back, she is watching to see what you do. If you react emotionally, getting angry, acting needy, or trying to fix things, she knows she has control over you. But if you remain calm, indifferent even, she feels like she has no control. And that feeling makes her chase harder. Men who struggle in dating are usually the ones who give their emotions away too easily. They are predictable. They get upset when a woman pulls away. They get excited too fast. And they show too much, too soon. But the men women obsess over, they move on their own terms. They don't let a woman's actions define their mood. And because of that, she ends up being the one chasing, trying to win his approval instead. Key number 6. She values what she earns. A woman does not appreciate what comes easy. She only values what she has to work for. If she gets your time, attention, and affection without having to put in any effort, she will take it for granted. But if she has to earn it, if she has to prove herself before she gets anything from you, she will see you as a prize. And women chase what they see as valuable. Most men give away their value for free. They start treating a woman like a queen before she has even done anything to deserve it. They flood her with compliments, prioritize her over everything else, and bend over backward to make her happy. And what happens? She loses interest, not because she wants a man to treat her badly, but because she doesn't feel like she has to earn anything. And when there's no effort, there's no appreciation. Look at the relationships where a woman is deeply invested. They are never the ones where the man worships her from the start. They are the ones where she had to fight for his attention, where she had to prove that she was worthy of his time. The more she invests, the more attached she becomes. This is basic human psychology. People value what they put effort into, and women are no different. This is why the men. Women chase the hardest are the ones who don't give them everything right away. These men make women prove themselves. They don't commit immediately. They don't open up their entire world after one date. They let the woman put in the work, and because she had to work for it, she values it more. Now some men hear this and think it means they should play games, act rude, or intentionally make things difficult. That's not the point. The point is to stop giving your attention away easily. Make her show up for you too. Make her invest time, energy, and effort before you reward her with yours. If you do everything for her from the start, she won't appreciate it. But if she has to earn it, she will never take it for granted. Think about the last time you truly valued something. Was it something you got with no effort? Or was it something you had to work for? The answer is obvious, and it works the same way in relationships. If you make it too easy for her, she won't see you as valuable. But if she has to put in effort, if she has to earn your time, attention, and respect, she will chase you. The key is to understand that a woman will only value you as much as she has invested in you. If you give everything away without her earning it, she won't appreciate it. But if she has to work for it, she will never want to lose it. Key number 7, the man who can walk away always wins. A woman will always chase the man who can walk away without hesitation. She may act like she wants a man who is emotionally dependent on her, but the moment she feels like you need her more than she needs you, she will start losing interest. Women are drawn to men who have the power to leave if they aren't getting what they want. That power is what makes them irresistible. Most men make the mistake of staying even when they are being disrespected, neglected, or taken for granted. They think if they just wait it out, if they try harder, she will change and start appreciating them. But that never happens. Instead, she sees them as weak. And weakness is the fastest way to kill attraction. The men who women chase are the ones who never hesitate to walk away when they aren't being treated right. These men have a deep sense of self-respect. They don't beg for love. They don't tolerate bad behavior. They don't try to convince a woman to stay. And because of that, women see them as high value. Look at any situation where a woman became obsessed with a man, and you will see the same pattern. She tested him. She pulled away. She tried to see how much control she had over him, and instead of chasing, he let her go. That's when her emotions flipped. She went from feeling like she had the upper hand to feeling like she was about to lose him. And nothing makes a woman chase harder than the fear of loss. This is why acting like you don't care makes a woman pursue you. It's not about pretending to be cold or heartless. It's about having the mindset that you will be fine with or without her. That energy is powerful because it tells her that your happiness does not depend on her. It tells her that she is not the center of your world, and that realization makes her want to fight for a place in your life. Think about the times a woman has lost interest in you. Were you acting from a place of strength, or were you acting from fear? Most men, when they feel a woman slipping away, go into panic mode. They text more, call more, and try harder to keep her interested. But all that does is push her further away. The man who wins is the one who remains calm, who does not react emotionally, and who is willing to let her go if she is not meeting his standards. The truth is, a woman cannot feel real attraction for a man who is afraid to lose her, but she will always be drawn to the man who is strong enough to walk away. That strength is rare, and because it is rare, it is valuable. And because it is valuable, she will chase it. A woman only chases a man she feels she could lose. The moment she senses that you don't need her, that your world doesn't revolve around her, she starts valuing you more. Most men fail because they give too much too soon without making her earn it. But the men women chase are different. They control their emotions, they never beg, and they walk away when necessary. This isn't about playing games, it's about understanding your worth. When you act like you don't care, not as a trick but as a mindset, she will chase you harder than ever before. If you're serious about mastering the dating game, don't forget to subscribe on the channel. We go beyond what's covered in these videos more and more, giving you powerful insights every day from the first approach to lasting attraction. Take action now and start transforming your dating life today. See you in the next video.